Hey family, hope you guys are having a great day. One step closer to Friday. Ooh, ooh. I don't work the weekends, so I get excited about Fridays. I wanted to hop on here and talk to you about something today that I think is pretty wild. I think it's going to be a very interesting weekend for a couple reasons, and so let me go ahead and just put this out here now. I'm not prophesying anything. I am literally reading an article to you. This was prophesied by the rabbis, and I had read off a couple of those to you, or I kind of basically read this to you guys this past Sunday. And I don't know why people like literally hang on my every word or say that I'm like literally like prophesying something when I'm just reading an article. So I just want to read this again and bring something else to your attention because I think it's significant. I think that this rabbi was onto something with his prophecies for the simple fact that what he prophesied years and years ago is already come to pass. What he was talking about is happening right now. So I'm going to read a couple things for you guys again, just kind of ponder on. So the title of this article was Multiple Jewish Sources Point to Israel's Election Impasse as the Gateway to Messiah. So it says, after a source close to Rabbi Kaduri cited a 40-year-old prediction by the now deceased Rabbi Kaduri, predicting Israel's current political situation or problem, several other prophetic sources, some more credible than others, were discovered confirming this prediction. One indicates that the election stalemate will lead to a heavenly battle that will decide the fate of all mankind. So, I'm going to read this to y'all. In June, Breaking Israel News published an article citing a 40-year-old prediction by Rabbi Kaduri, the most famous Kabbalist in Israel until his death in 2006. According to an eyewitness, Rabbi Kaduri predicted that the Messiah will be revealed following an election stalemate in Israel. At a small gathering, Rabbi Kaduri was asked when the Messiah will come. He answered, when there will be elections, but there will be no government. Yeah, so he said when there will be elections, but there will not be a government. That prediction is even more powerful after the second round of elections held last week leave both major parties struggling to form a coalition government. So what he's talking about here, excuse me, I'm still sick, guys. He's basically saying that the Messiah was going to come when there were elections, but there was no government formed. We all can see that for a while now, they just can't seem to get it together. I mean, they can't seem to form a government. So let me read a couple of other things to you here. Sorry, that air is a little loud. Okay, so says, on the eve of the fifth cycle of 1,000 years, the year 5780 is a year of fixing. There will be no government in Israel for an extended period, and the different camps will fight and argue a great deal without any conclusion in this way or the other. Then, on Rosh Hashanah, the side of holiness will battle the side of darkness in heaven until God himself and his hosts will decide the issue. Let me read this last part to you here. So there's another rabbi, Rabbi Sasson, which was called the prophet from Egypt. He says, there will come the day when two ministers from the kingdom of Israel will be victorious. both of them will be named Benjamin. And that's the part that confused me, because I didn't know. I was confused because I didn't know Benny's actual first name was Benjamin till I looked it up. So it's Benjamin Gantz is what his name is. So he said, both of them will be named Benjamin, and neither will succeed in establishing his government and kingdom. On that day, you will know and understand that the king, basically that the Messiah, is already standing at the door, and on the Shabbat following this, he will be revealed. Realize it and remember it. So he's saying that after Rosh Hashanah, he's saying on Shabbat, it's either Shabbat or Shabbat, he will be revealed. Shabbat is coming up this weekend, October, I think it's the 4th through the 5th, which is it's a day of prayer, I believe is what it is, a Jewish day of prayer. But it says, so what they're saying is the Messiah will come around the time that the government just cannot be formed. He prophesied years and years ago that two men named Benjamin would be victorious, but neither one of them would succeed in establishing the government. And that on Shabbat, or during Shabbat, the Messiah would be revealed. I think this is wild, because this was from years and years ago, and that prophecy has already come into pass. We can clearly see that the government is not being formed. I mean, it's clearly an issue over there. So I think this is going to be a very, very interesting weekend. I think we need to keep watching, because he clearly says that the Messiah is already standing at the door, and on the Shabbat following this, he will be revealed. So, you know, I don't know who the Antichrist is. I'm not really worried about that. The reason why we're looking at these things is because all of this puts us one step closer to Jesus coming to get us. Because we believe that the rapture is going to be before the tribulation, before the revealing of the Antichrist. So I'm not prophesying anything. I'm just bringing you things that these rabbis have prophesied. And the wild thing is that what they said years and years ago about this government not being able to be formed is coming to pass right now. So I just had to bring you guys that. I think this is going to be a very, very, very interesting weekend to see what happens. I think Sebastian has been raising some eyebrows. I know a lot of you guys think that Obama is going to be the Antichrist, or what's his face with Trump that's married to Ivanka. Drawing a blank. I've said his name before. Everybody has speculations of who the Antichrist is going to be. I really don't care, because we're watching for Jesus. But we watch these things, and I bring these things to your attention because that puts us one step closer to Jesus' return. And it's very important to just watch. Just want to tell you guys that I love you guys. Thank you for my true channel family for just your encouragement. It's not easy getting on here and spreading the gospel. When I first started my YouTube channel, you know, you think things are all hunky-dory, but you don't, you know, Jesus said that they're going to hate you because they hated me first. And, you know, I mean, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, people are always going to come against me. They come against what I wear. They come against how I talk. They come against what I look like. They come against what I say. But you know what? I could have made a channel about anything else. I could have went my fitness route, making YouTube account about health and fitness. I could have made a singing account, but none of those things are important to me. They are important to me, but the most important thing, because that's all just worldly things, nothing else matters other than the gospel of Jesus Christ and bringing souls to the kingdom. People wonder why I press on the rapture. Because, looking at all of the end time prophecies, just looking at everything that's going on as opposed to what's in the Bible, we are there. We are the generation. This is the season. So it's very important for people to know about the rapture because the tribulation is going to be so bad. And I don't want to see anybody perish. I don't want to see anybody go to hell. Because eternity is a very long time, and God told us to go out and preach the good news, and so that's what we do. I never claimed to be a prophet. Just as that song says, I'm just a nobody trying to tell somebody about someone that saved my soul. And I'm excited that Jesus is coming back. People try to get on here and steal my joy, but when you have the joy and peace that Jesus gives you internally, nobody can steal your joy. So you guys just keep getting out there and telling people about Jesus. Let's keep watching, because we know we are, as Tim Henderson says, in the final moments of the end of days. And so let's just keep looking up, keep telling people about Jesus. Let's get excited. I know Jesus wants us to be excited, after all that time. You don't think Jesus is excited to come and get us? We don't know when that day is. I have never prophesied a day. I've just brought you things for us to keep watching. I'm excited to watch. Nothing's going to steal my joy. I love you guys. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you later.